Everybody, it's your boy Sehatha, the all-purpose oracle, medium at large, and prognosticator extraordinaire, known around the world and beloved as the blind seer. Coming at you again after a long pause in the video schedule. Despite my best efforts, that's just not going to be a thing. I see that now. I realize my folly. See, I was attempting to keep things on a schedule, and I realized that I'm just going to have to do these when I can, and that's just going to have to be the best of it for now, because while I have my kids, there's no such thing as a schedule. But I digress. We are here for a random readings video. I haven't done one of these in a little while, so I figured I'd get back to it. Have a little mead tonight to get through these. And thanks to the love that I've gotten back in return from the people after I put out my request. This is the cup for Odin on the altar, and as you can see, it is very full. Because I'm very grateful that we got through this difficult time. Now, having said that, I want to point out one thing. When I put out a post saying that, funds are low or things are tight and I could use some sales or donations, don't tell me to go to the food bank. If I could go to the food bank, I would go to the food bank. I don't need you to tell me to go to the food bank. I don't need advice. You guys are coming to me because I give advice. I don't need practical advice from other people. I have been living on my own since I was 17 years old, and I'm 35 and I do just fine. I'm the one running all this shit, remember? So please don't tell me how to do what you're not doing. That is a personal pet peeve of mine. That's something that's going to get you banned from my fucking page. Yeah, I said it. I feel that I may have given the wrong image over this last year, that I'm this nice, friendly, spiritual, light worker type person that wants to help people, and I'm not. What I am is an occultist who has spent most of his life studying the arcane secrets of the universe, and this is not my passion. Tarot reading is not the thing I want to do with my life. It is just the thing I am really good at, and I do this because it helps people. Don't get me wrong. I like helping people. Who doesn't want to help people if they can? But the reason I started doing this is honestly because I'm better at it than everyone else I've seen doing it. And there are people that are making a lot better money than I am at this that aren't as good at it as I am. And I would like to fix that. And in order to do that, I need money to put into advertising. I need... this isn't my only job anymore. I used to say that this was like my only job, but it's not. I've started another business where I am actually modeling as like Viking style adult modeling. Anyway, we're not going to go into that here because I don't like to overlap my projects too much, but just so you know, yeah, I've been putting a lot of time and effort into launching another business where I model Viking stuff, and that's going to be a thing from now on. So this is going to be juggling. I have a lot of things going. I'm trying to provide a better life for myself and for my kids. And I'm doing literally everything I can to do that. So when I tell you guys that I could use some sales or I need some business, it's because we need stuff here at the house. And the last thing I want to hear is, hey, you should go to the food bank. Because, no. I'm blind, I live in the middle of nowhere, and I don't drive. If there was a food bank I could go to, I'd be there already. Having said that, we'll get into this reading. But 4 people got banned from the page this week. I don't like condescending advice from people that aren't... You're not trying to help me when you do that. You're not trying to help anybody. You're trying to make yourself feel better that you're not going to help. So, what we would like is whichever reading will be the most beneficial for my audience, for everyone watching, for my page, for my business, and for everyone involved. Over to the left. Pretty strong jump to the left this time. Guys, I don't mean to sound angry or rant or anything, but I try to be professional. I try to be courteous. I try to be very friendly. But I'm also a very direct person. And some people got on my nerves this week, y'all. You know, I work for a living. I run my own business. I shouldn't have to be told to, you should go and beg the Christians for charity at their Christian food bank at the church. Because, one, if I could, I would be already. And two, that's kind of insulting and degrading, really. Like, you're not going to throw me a couple of bucks. Like, it don't have to be much. I'll take $5 donations all day long. I don't care. It's for my kids. I'm not going to say no. Anyway, end of rant. Got all my stuff ready. Oh. It's been a rough period, guys. Skull. My nerves are shot. That's why I haven't been making videos. I'm no good to you guys when I'm a wreck. I can't concentrate on other people's stuff when I got shit going on. I'm not going to do you any favors by going on here when I don't want to. 8. We're going to start off with 8. The number 8 represents the sphere of emotions. I don't remember the Hebrew name for it on the Tree of Life right now. But anyway, it represents emotional energy. So if you're seeing the number 8, maybe you're dealing with some heavy feelings or something that you're having trouble processing. Or the thing that's creating the obstacle in your life right now is rooted in your emotional energy somehow. Or you have the initials H, Q, or Z. So the number 8, the letters H, Q, or Z. I haven't done this in so long. I'm kind of forgetting the format. You'll have to forgive me. I got to get back into it. 6 of Cups. So, yeah, that emotional energy is very real in this one. This is the ideal emotional experience. You had a dream about the way things were going to be and the way you were going to feel about them. You had certain expectations about what you were going to get. But strength inverted, you feel drained. You don't feel like you can get through it. You don't feel like you have it in you to make this happen. The Knight of Swords. So, H, Q, or Z, you may be feeling weak right now, and my advice is to take a rest, because right now things are just picking up. It's going to get more intense. It's going to continue going. You're just at the beginning. You're just starting to build energy, so be sure to take the time you need for yourself. I emphasize that a lot. As you guys have seen, I'm all about that. There are times when I can't do it, and I got to take a break. And I'm sorry for that, but I have complex post-traumatic stress disorder and a bunch of anxiety issues and body dysmorphia and all kinds of stuff that I have to deal with on a constant basis while raising 2 children and running 2 businesses. Well, 3 technically if you count the promoting. So yeah, I have 3 jobs, 2 kids, and a plethora of mental illness. I am a big advocate of taking a break when you get overwhelmed. And it sounds like that's where you're at. You're feeling drained, you're feeling exhausted, H, Q, or Z, or the number 8. And there's nothing wrong with taking a rest when you need it. You haven't failed until you quit. So as long as you're just taking a break with you're not fully aware that you're going to get back at it eventually, then you're fine. There's no shame in it. It doesn't all have to be done at once, So I hope that helps with that. We're going to move on to the next one. By the way, as you can see, the Viking modeling thing definitely paying off. I'm starting to get a little love back from that and investing in some props and some things for photo shoots. So you'll be seeing me looking a little more on fleek from now on. Hopefully. Let's not jinx it and assume that it's going to go well just yet. 8. 8 wants a clarifier. Alright. HQZ or the number 8. This seems to be some heavy stuff. Justice. not a surprise at all with this reading. You need to find balance, and that's what it's all about. You need to take a rest when you need to rest. You need to work when you feel like you're able to, and you need to have the dedication to know that even when you've stopped, you're not done. It takes a lot of determination to run your own thing, or self-discipline in general. It takes an iron will, you know. The only person that's going to make me do this job is me. Nobody's going to tell me, hey, you didn't make your videos this week. Nobody's going to tell you, hey, you got to get up and do this. You've got to be the one that you have to self-manage. And that's what the Justice card is telling you. You've got to find balance. You've got to be the one that calls it quits when it's quitting time and gets back at it whenever you're recharged. You have to be able to make those judgment calls because no one's going to do it for you. Dropping my dice. I'm not doing another one. 8. 4. Okay. 4, as we've talked about, is that pressure valve where obstacles occur in order to hold you back a little bit and make you build up the energy to get through the next stage and the transition that comes with it. And if you're dealing with that, or you have the initials D, M, or V, so you're seeing the number 4 a lot, or you have the initials D, M, or V, this reading is for you. The King of Swords, the end of a cycle of perception, of mental energy, an old way of thinking, an old way of understanding the world, a way of perceiving things that has come to a conclusion. It no longer fits the model of what you're observing. Death. This is a time of transformation and change for you. This old way of thinking shaped your character a lot, D, M, or V, or the number 4. It had a lot to do with the way you made your decisions and the way you composed yourself in life. And now that you're seeing that model no longer fits, you're having to question some things about yourself, and that's okay. I called it in this week's reading that there was going to be a lot of identity crises for a lot of people, and that's exactly what you're dealing with here. And when you find out that the way you've been operating is incorrect, it's going to lead to some changes. Things are going to be a little different, and you're going to have to rethink yourself a little bit. I went through it last week. Often I find that I go through these things so that I can help you guys with them the week after. So I know exactly what you're dealing with, and it sucks. You're very unsure of yourself and where you fit into everything, and everything seems uncertain. And you'll be stronger on the other side of it, though. As I'm sure this next card, the 2 of Swords, will reveal. So when you come through this, you're going to have a choice. You can try to hold on to the old way, which, if you've watched any of my videos before, you know how that's going to go. I don't recommend it. It's never a path that I find fulfilling or fruitful in any meaningful way, but that is an option. People do it all the time. Or you can embrace the change. You can redesign yourself in this new image, and you can find a better version of you that fits the world a little better. I don't know. I'm having trouble finding the word I wanted. But yeah, this is an opportunity to reinvent yourself. So you can fight it or you can embrace it. D, M, V, or the number 4. But this uncertainty, this confusion that you feel, this ambiguity in the world around you, it's an opportunity to reinvent who you are and what you're about. Take that chance. You might like what you get better if you try something different. We'll do one more of these and then we'll do the general reading and we'll call this a wrap.
Hi.
Hi, I'm recording. What do you need?
Do you know where my speaker is?
Can it wait until I'm done recording, please? It's too late at night for you to be using a Bluetooth speaker anyway.
Okay.
Please stop stomping on the floor, too. So you're gonna sit here now?
I guess so.
Okay, can you at least shut the door so I don't have that music in the background?
Okay.
I have 2 more readings to get through, so if you could sit there quietly without interrupting me, you can be a part of the video.
Okay.
But our deal was that I was going to get to work without being interrupted, and you're kind of breaking that right now, and I'm not very happy about it. Okay, so the number 5. 5 is the resolution of conflicts. It's the sphere where the obstacles created in that pressure valve of the 4th sphere are manifested and resolved to create the forward or to make use of the forward momentum and create the transition needed to make it to the lower spheres. And if you have the initials E, N, or W, or you are seeing the number 5 a lot, this next reading is for you. The 4 of Pentacles inverted. Someone is being a little bit reckless with their finances or a little bit careless with their living situation. Things in the mundane world are not being minded the way they should. Being a bit frivolous with things. The Hermit. You are not keeping to yourself and not... You are not staying put and not keeping to yourself. You're venturing out into the world. You're putting yourself out there. You're being reckless. It sounds like you're not quarantining. You're not conserving your funds. You're not really concerned with what's going on. This seems like a dangerous course of action. And, yep, no surprise there, you have the Wheel of Fortune. You are leaving yourself open to the whims of fate. This will eventually bite you in the ass. It always does. It is only a matter of time. When you are not paying attention, the universe will do something to direct your attention where it needs to be. Remember how I asked you not to be distracting?
Sorry.
So, be more careful with yourself, with your finances, your living situation. Quarantine, observe the restrictions. I know it sucks. Nobody likes it. Nobody's having fun with it. Do it anyway. It's important. Alright. Großer Gotten. Let your sister in, please.
Yes.
Let her in. If you can come in here, she can too. If you can sit quietly, then you guys can be in here. But I have one more reading to do to finish this video, and then we are going to have a long talk about why you have to interrupt me when I'm working.
Sorry.
I don't want to hear sorry. I just want you to stop doing it. This is why I haven't been able to record in weeks, and I'm not very happy about it. And I'm sure the people in my audience really depend on the readings that I do in these videos, and I'm pretty sure they're not very happy about not getting the help that they need with their problems because I'm not able to record these. My job is very important. I help people, and I need to be able to do that. No, both of you out of here. I'm trying to work. We're going to have a... Go quietly, and we're going to have a very long talk when I finish this.
No answer.
As you can see, it has been nearly impossible for me to get any work done. I spent $20 today on phone chargers so they wouldn't have an excuse to bust in this room every couple of minutes while I'm trying to work, and they're still doing it anyway. Because, I don't know, I guess the bottom line, the only important part is that I'm not getting to do the thing that I'm doing. I don't understand why they have a problem with that, but they have not been in my room for hours and hours until I'm sitting here in front of a camera, and then you saw it. So we're going to do a general reading and call this a wrap. I'm going to have to work with my kids. This may be the only video I get to do this week. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm fucking trying. And it's hurting my soul because I know we should be living better. I know we should be doing better. You know, if they would allow me to put the time into the work that I do, that I have previously been doing, we would be a lot further ahead than we are right now. And all of y'all probably would too, because I know that these genuinely do help people with their problems. And it frustrates me on a lot of levels. So we're going to do a general reading real quick, and then I'm going to go ground my kids. We have the Eight of Wands. Everybody is feeling a little down and a little uninspired. The quarantine and the stir craziness and the cabin fever and all that, it's starting to get to all of us. And I have to go. I will see everybody next week. I'm not going to be able to record. I don't know. I will get back to you whenever I can. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please check out the links in the description if you would like to donate and help us out. I would really appreciate it. I am so overwhelmed with work. Please, I hope these helped, and please tune in again whenever I'm able to do videos again. Thank you very much.